Sanibonani dumelang. My name is Lalas Kholo, aka Motsoko Vandale sa tshwareng ke tlhaba ka mafoko ke tlhaba ka mabomo o she o tlhokele poloko. And you know, this is Kasi Uncover. I'm not alone at all. I'll never be alone. I'm never riding solo. I know Jason Derulo. Hey, I'm a punchline.
What's that? What did you just say?
I said I'm not riding solo. I know Jason Derulo.
No.
And this is what you know. You know what? But when it's their birthday, they were born on that day. You understand? And when you are born, I can wanna have a because the motor was understand? So let know when I'm today. This is not a punchline, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not alone. I'm with Lindelani, MySunflower. But it's not my only sunflower. Lee, my sunflower. Okay. So she's everybody's sunflower. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. And also when I introduce myself to someone as my sunflower, they think I'm saying to them, I'm your sunflower. And I'm just like, I'm everybody else.
I love that. Then if you introduce yourself to me and you say, my sunflower.
Yeah.
I can't say Lindelani, your sunflower.
No. It's
my sunflower.
Everyone else's sunflower. But yeah, Tobeleke Holocha, welcome to the second episode of the Kasi Uncover. Yeah, had to get this one right there.
Yeah, get it right because we uncover a lot of things. I remember the last time you were saying Kasi culture, and I'm like, okay, I understand. I know what Kasi culture is, and Vele, it's not really astray because we do talk about everything that happens in Kasi.
Yeah.
So obviously, every content there is rooted within Kasi context.
Yeah.
Whatever, we can't talk anything outside Diepsloot.
Exactly.
We ain't no brainstem. We want to remoke and no place tell a fella about zaman. Understand?
Exactly.
Linchika no fufa buku. Sometimes you have to. Yeah.
No.
Nchika fufa guys. Kekasi ona le scopo.
Next door.
Ona le scopo next door guys.
No.
So repela kamuko.
And that is Lalas Kholo, by the way. And you're probably wondering who are we sitting with today. We are with
Prince.
I was tempted to say something, but I'm just like, let's not. Let's not.
Glad you didn't.
Let's not.
I call him Prince M. I don't know if he's got his own name.
Exactly.
Do you have a Kasi name?
Yeah, quite a few.
What is your Kasi name?
Quite a few. Mapira, Prince.
Mapira.
Yeah, even Prince
Mapira
is my Kasi name because a lot of people think it's actually, me saying, I don't know. Growing up, no one believed Prince was my name. It's just, no one believed. I would walk up to people and be like, I'm Prince. And I like Libito Lavar. I don't know what to say.
And you know why? Back then, there was what we call romance. You feel no, it's still like a romantic. Yeah?
You think so?
Oh, woman, no, because romance, I'm not going to more sporty so.
My pants.
Now we are rough. But there was a lot of gentleness. So every time when somebody says I'm Prince, they thought maybe he was trying to be cool because he was cool at that time. You understand?
Exactly.
But now we can believe. We're like,
exactly.
Prince,
it's your name. Exactly.
Yeah. So besides those ones, I don't really have.
You don't have any street name, Brabanbani, Junction.
No,
but
I don't know what's up here. I'm sweating.
You sweating? Oh well, let's. Wow, welcome to the show, Prince. And how are you?
I'm okay. It's my birthday. Besides the fact that I'm sweating, but I'm okay. It's my birthday. More life, more what.
Lindelani is the best vocalist in the world. She's gonna lead us on to like a happy birthday. So
okay,
guys, before you guys start the No, I legit. I was telling someone earlier. He called me like a close friend of mine.
Yeah.
I was like, happy birthday, and happy birthday. hey, baby, he started saying with his colleagues, and I'm like, fuck, I don't like this. Because I don't like sentimental stuff. Okay, I like talk, we can talk, just say I've never had, that kind of,
happy birthday, mother.
Yeah, just say that.
Happy
But
birthday.
don't be like, happy birthday,
No.
It brings out the kid in me. I'm like, I've never had this.
Wait till baby turn to
Yeah.
Baby don't get toxic masculinity.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, then have that thing, yeah, this is what it makes me.
Nah, bro, it's not even I can cry, bro. I say sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not even about masculinity.
You have a problem with blush.
No, I have a problem with things that I'm not used to.
Oh, makes sense. Makes sense. But anyway.
Hey, that's one yeah, like when I'm not used to it.
It's like love. With love, people give you love, and if you've never received, you have, ne? And maybe it went south, or maybe it didn't go as planned.
No way.
Yeah, because my guy, honestly, that's what I'm always preaching to my partner, that I'm not used to, don't come question your love. Is this real, or or you are pretending, or you're just trying to make me feel good? Because I'm not used to this.
Like, I've just normalized putting myself first.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to love. You have to put yourself first. Like, you can't go into it. Okay, you can't go into it like, how we say in the community, that's all.
Yeah.
It's impossible to do that if you're dealing with emotions.
Yeah,
emotions are emotions. You can't control them. So once I normalized just putting myself first before my emotions. So whatever I feel, it's what I feel, but I have to also I have to manage it in a way that it doesn't come back to me.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to a lot of people.
Why are you attacking me?
Today,
why do I feel attacked?
I'm talking to a lot of people.
Why do I
relate
feel
to this.
attacked?
Yeah, a lot of people must relate to this, because I've spoken to a lot of people, and I know a lot of people. Like, I'm not famous, but I'm hood famous.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go out of
yeah, for real.
Even old niggas are like, yeah, him too.
They know you.
So even with that, it's come off conversations I've had with people as old as 40, 42, 50, 80. So what's that?
Yeah.
And I've asked them about love, and they all say the same shit. Like, what's the one now? It all boils down to that. Like, as a man, you have to put yourself first. So me, I just hid. Like, I just found a way, this cocoon of mine that I can hide myself under.
Can I just ask you, before we deep dive into your upbringing and how you grew up, you are saying, as a person, you need to put yourself first. Before your emotions. And I get what you're saying, because emotions are like, for the time being, I feel loved now. I'm going to act like I'm loved. Yeah. I feel angry now, and then everything must shut down. Bruh, you are attacking me.
That's easy, but it's what people need to know. It's not even what people need to know. They know it and they don't act on it. I act on it.
But I
don't care who. Not that I don't care. I don't want to say I don't care. Sorry, but okay, I don't care. I don't care who it hurts. I don't care. I don't care.
Security? Okay.
I don't care.
What?
See, here's the thing with me. I have a beautiful daughter. And God forbid some guy says they don't care how she feels. Yeah, God forbid. But if she's that type of woman that's, telling that guy, then that guy shouldn't care. I'm not bringing her up to be that kind of woman. I'm bringing her up to be a woman that can be, trusted with a lot of things. That's why she's the only person that knows my ATM, PIN.
How old is she?
She's turning 10 next month. And as young as like 6, she's known that. No, we went to was there.
So-
She's always with me. If you ask her, Papa, she won't say FC pizza. Next. Nah, we don't do that shit. We do, but it's on the low. I like just involving her and counting my money. Bala charity. Papa, yes, you know. Cause I give out to paper with that's the last thing I want.
And while you're giving the child the pin, where's the mother? Does the mother know the pin?
Nah, unless if she is snitching. I know she is snitching. I know I'm Mota, but as far as I know, what's going on there? Yeah. But the mother is present. She's a good mom. Like you know, she's not. You know, me and Nazaza with ladies, you know, you have your flaws, we have our flaws, but like as a mom, I didn't have a mom, so I can't really measure. Okay, now she has to be like this or Amy, but from what I expected or from what I didn't have, like she's doing it for my kid. And Kishap, even with everything that's happening, which I won't mention, but the sharp, like she gives a fuck, and which most parents don't give a fuck.
So I wanna ask you this: do you classify yourself? Do you classify? Don't worry.
Okay, no, it's fine.
Don't worry. They speak that nonsense every day. So do you classify yourself a young father or a young parent?
No.
How old were you when you had that beautiful daughter?
I had like 17 years, 4 months.
So
6 months. 17 years, 6 months. Like, I like saying this. Like, I didn't bring up my daughter. People say
6 months behind legal age.
Yeah.
Are you older than the mother, or should we open a case?
No, we were all
you were all
we did before teenage pregnancy, Jack.
Nah, you know what? According to the law of sexual consent, right? If there are two minors, right, and it was not violent, it's not a crime.
Yeah.
But it's a crime if you were.
I have a daughter. I gotta read on that shit. Read up on that shit.
Let the child know such things. Especially 14. Because in fact,
now, bro. Niggas
Yeah.
are touching niggas now. The babies now. Sorry, they're touching them. Like me, I tell my daughter like. Let's talk more. She knows it's an intent. And she'll even tell me because I told her, Papa, I'm
Wow, love it.
Because I normalize that conversation because God forbid someone does that. I want to be the first person to catch that person.
We are not promoting violence.
No, I'm not. I didn't say anything.
So
I didn't say anything.
That's the father's love talking.
Please, I don't think whoever's
like we are 18 LVNS.
I don't issue anything bad about SAPS or anything, but man, I've seen people die in front of SAPS. I've called to say Nizwa something next door, and I was called a nuisance.
You know what I'm feeling now when I'm in the line? I feel like Prince, we're not gonna ask him questions. I feel like he's just gonna tell us the answers. Because some of the things you're touching, it's what we wanna go to. We wanna ask you, Serge, in the line, have you ever asked Prince anything?
I think I have. Maybe two or maybe 2 1. But also not like my interest is on his upbringing. Please, and also we didn't even get to ask you when we talk about Prince. Who are we talking about? Who's Prince?
Sounds like an interview, but okay. Prince is what I always have at the tip of my tongue is this. Like I always say, if I die now or I fall more, I want to be remembered as a father, like before anything. I'm a brother. You know, I'm someone's friend. You know, I'm someone's. I'm a lot of people's things. People call me and do a lot of things. But before all those things, you know, I'm a dad.
You're a PPF, present proud father.
Nah, I'm not. I don't want to. Nah. That's a title I don't want.
What do you want?
Papa. Even my.
And that's all.
You know, like a papa. You know why I hate those? I hate them. You know why I hate those titles?
Yeah.
You know, being a present father.
Hey, Baba. But
what's the opposite of that?
You know why I'm.
Pleasant.
Yeah. No. Sorry for labeling it.
Sure.
But
No.
yeah, I'm bringing it because my guy, as we struggle a lot in. I'm one person who's never had a present father.
I know.
My father is not dead.
Yeah,
you understand? So when I see a young person who's present in there, to me it's like a movie. You understand?
Yeah.
And one of those impossible movies, because I've once been in a conversation here in Diepsloot where a guy said, "What's another baba 9?" and akaba support and ngwanyana na ke mmotsa hore wena so to prevent ka rena ke to emission and ka steka support. So when we were talking about normalization and normalizing things, but sometimes we have to remind people that there are still people who do things differently. You understand?
Yeah.
To you it's normal because you naturally have the love, and which is how it's supposed to be. But Tina,
now I would disagree with that. No offense.
Okay.
But you know why?
You're allowed to do that.
You know why? Because it was not normal. I had a lot of hurt. I was not in a good space when I had my kid.
No.
And I was just this angry kid who just wanted trouble. You know? I would go to Denny's just to find trouble. I would go to any place. You know, I just wanted someone to just end the shit. You know, and I had my kid. That's why I named it Canadian. It's after my.
Is it what you tattooed here?
Yeah. And you won't believe where I got this from. I actually got this called Hoshimampuru, which I'm not proud of, you know, but I got it there.
Hoshimampuru?
Yeah, the prison.
It's a prison.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Hence I'm saying, with that, I can't relate because my dad was present, but he was sick most of the time, and he was trying at his level best to just be the mother and father. And I had a stepmom who he knew Harukan, even from an early age, you know. Now there were times where I thought like the name Saratani was my name. That's how common it was used, Konkun. Especially if my dad is not around. So
Can you tell us what Saratani is?
Yeah.
Sarata, like it means like
a piece of thing.
Yeah,
it's like
like you don't know. And then I knew this
piece
Zulu
of
word,
trash.
Zulu word called Vezandlebe.
So you thought that was your name?
Vezandlebe, yeah. And then Vezandlebe, I thought maybe it's like something, you know, they call people.
Yeah.
Then I later found out what it means. A bastard.
Yeah.
Out of wedlock. So yeah. So I'm like.
So where did you get that bastard? Where were you hearing it from?
From my mom.
Ooh.
I'm not even gonna say my stepmom. She's my mom.
Yeah.
You know. So it just you know, it didn't create a lot of anger at that time.
Yeah.
But once I understood it and understood what it meant and understood how she treated me. And kind of made conclusions as to why she was treating me like this. It created this monster in me. Like I was so chubby. I used to go to the libraries. Now I'm not that kid. I don't even want you to look at me twice. You know, I wanted to be feared because I had no one. I wanted to just be in tune with everything that's happening. Because everyone who was being violent, who was torturing other kids, who had respect, love, and admiration from a lot of people, and I had none in my place. So I wanted it from the streets, and I got it. My friends embraced me. They embraced the things I did. They embraced me being smart on how to, you know, maneuver things. And I didn't realize which, you know, way it was leading.
So you were slam in crime life?
Not really, but you wouldn't get caught
Streetwise.
if you're with me. Let me say that.
Yeah.
I don't like jail.
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping there.
But they got you and they gave you this thing.
Nah,
So you are talking. I hear you mentioning that there were these things that were happening in your household by your stepmother, whom he said it's gonna. Like I'm just saying stepmother, so that someone who's listening can grasp it. And then there was your father on the side. Where was your mother?
My mother was never present. Sorry. My mother. That's why I gave my daughter my like her name, because I thought, like, if you can't be present, I'm gonna make you.
Oh my goodness! So you were gonna bring her.
And my daughter is my parent. Like the last few days, like I haven't seen her in a while, but we were chilling and I was off and I had like a 6-pack and she said, you must drink 3. And I said, why?
Yeah.
And she said, because you fall asleep while we're watching the movie.
Oh my goodness, that's your mother, right?
Like, yeah, and she always tells me, like, someone's well upon, like, you know, she's like my voice of reason, because even when, you know, someone, you know what people do, man, like people will come at you in a way, you know, you're like, I'm gonna test this nigga's jaw just now. You like measuring him, and then I just think about my daughter, and I don't want to do. Suddenly I'm scared of jail. Suddenly I'm thinking positively, and I know there's parts of me, Lord Gavaya, and I lose that, and I slip and I do those things, but she's always been
the person who's keeping you out of.
Yeah, besides my daughter, bruh, like I don't want to be here. Like over time, like this world is too. It's dark.
Now I'm
Dear
curious.
daughter, you're loved.
Now I'm curious. Wait, is your mother still alive, or she was alive, or she had passed on?
Yeah, I only found. I've never seen her face nor her photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was more. I knew about my mom of the things that were said to me. You know, from my stepmom. That's how I knew of her.
When you're growing up, you thought the stepmom was the mom.
Yeah, even now I still regard her as my mom.
Yeah.
You know, even with the things she did. Because me, I'm big on forgiveness, like, even if I get out, like get out because I don't wanna. If I can't do anything to you, like rather go to her. But if we can, you know, if you're about that life,
I think it's the most. I always say to live with hate is the most painful thing one can ever do. Imagine having to bump into this person and you are reminded, oh, can I hate you? Then you have to put up that face again and you have to act it all out.
Yeah, but with me, I can say I'm still living that thing, living with hate, because there's parts of me, I'm not okay. I'm not okay with
the things that were how I know that. Most of the time when you with Prince and you talk about the music industry which I'm in, and he'll tell you that I spend no work and the way I don't work, we can't fix it. Lalas, don't feature that person. That one is work. Usually I would think or not, maybe this guy had some street battle with these guys. But then I noticed after when I listened to the people, he said that they were work. And I'm like, they were just those guys who, they're actually good fans of the music, but they're not really musicians. So I would say that that's being real, bruh. You're just being real, and some people will find it offensive sometimes. But you just being real about how, and a friend of mine asked me, Lalas, why didn't you tell me I can't sing? You know. So you were not telling your friend that she can't sing? I was not telling my friend that she can't sing. No, I was telling her your songs are dinadin toilet. Back then, the songs she did back then had that thing about, because she was not the one writing. And then the producers were good because these things are not the master, the auto tune and all that. So I'm like, who told you can't sing? I don't know. For the first time, a certain producer sent me raw file of my music without any editing, any plugging, anything. And I I can sing. And I'm like, I don't want to discourage you. You are actually a good music performer. I can come watch you perform, but I cannot play your music in your absence.
Let the person be a dancer.
Just no, there are artists like that. There's some who are gonna come. Pina like a trend that this week, next week, nobody cares about it.
Yeah, true. So back to Prince, ne? Can we like backtrack to your childhood again? Don't worry, we're gonna get out of it soon. So you are mentioning that you needed validation from your friends from school, you know, because this I think the foundation of everything happened at a very tender age, right?
Yeah.
And you looking for validation also mainly because there were things that were happening in your household, mainly because of, I'm gonna say, your mother now, because I think the context is out there.
Yeah.
I mean, for a boy to rely on validation, actually no, let me not even say to rely on validation, but for a boy to be invalidated by a woman, whereas your father, your biological father, was present, like, which role did he play in your life? Couldn't he give you that validation that you were seeking from your friends?
No, he passed on too soon.
Oh.
You know, he did his part. Like wherever he is.
When was this?
2010. Watching the World Cup. It's like he waited for the World Cup to just and when he passed, I was shattered, I was broken, but it also made me strong. Because every time I was with him, he would tell me, like, you know, not everyone likes you. You know, he would remind me things like that, like not everyone likes you. You're bad. Like, oh, besides this yard, we're the only one that like you. Your teachers don't even like you, Prince. Nah, I love you. Yeah. But you should always know that, you know. And when he passed, it was just me, you know. The only thing I regret, Kayena, like Atamaya, it's him not just, you know, my family, and I have a lot of brothers. He's known me for years. A lot of people have known me for 10 years, but they won't show you because even my daughter, like, we went to my granny's place one time and she was like, I'm not sleeping here.
Ooh,
that's how bad it is, because she was like, and I found out the law, like, cheating, just, you know. And it had me sad, because Hana and Tweo, and it's called cause equality. You know, when you suffer so much on your own, you become
cut off.
You become like, man, that's grand. Even when someone is like, here's $2,000, you're like, you're grand, you're like, Mashoni Sauteng, I'd rather go to that nigga, because that nigga, I've been known him. He's been helping me. We're not nada. So, with regards to your question, he did play a part. He just, and the streets, and you know, when you're young, smart, people can use you for anything.
Yeah.
And me, I'll gladly tell you, they fucking use me. Like people use me to get into convention center. People use my face, my innocence to move drugs. You know, they did that. And when I look back on it, I don't really have regrets. All I have is experience and lessons.
True.
Yeah. So even now, he played his part. I can't say, you know, the only thing I regret, it's him not saying I love you more, or me saying it. I was a kid, I couldn't grasp that he was gonna go. But that's why I always tell my daughter is annoyed by that word. And by those words, I love you. Papa, every day, because I always tell her, like, hey Jack, that's what I saw. But I have more, so I don't want you to feel away when I'm gone. I want you to know that shit, because I meant that shit and I walked on that shit and I stand on that shit, so you have to know that shit. So he played his part. That's why I'm gonna kill him, killing me. Like, with my daughter, I'm not the man I want to be, but with regards to my daughter, I can stand anywhere and be judged. I'm cool with that shit. I stand I stand to be corrected.
Yeah, and then that's genuine love, bro.
Yeah.
That's no condition, no any. So tell me, and your school experience combining both primary and high school, okay, more Diepsloot.
Yeah, we call the Diepsloot combined school from grade 1 till 12.
So tell me now, with all this experience, what character were you portraying in school around your peers? Were you the one who was bullied, or were you the one who was bullied?
I tell you
Wow.
now, you won't take my lunchbox.
The innocent face. Where's the innocent face?
Nah, it comes to an end right
Innocent
there.
now.
And now test your jaw.
Mm.
Here's the thing with me. I've never liked fighting. I've never liked confrontations. But they became normal in our society. Especially for Chakaboma 2011, 2010, most load. It was just gangsterism. If you were not in a gang, you were stupid.
You were
And they'll
always
take your
gonna
head
be-
off your
Yo,
head. And I can't I was just
Yeah.
what the fuck is these guys doing? I was just in awe and shocked with the guys by the pila level. And customer choose don't fuck around.
Yeah.
So once I got initiated with my peers, and I have a lot of Xhosa friends though.
Yeah.
To a point I talk shit about Xhosa and they just because I know I've been accepted by Xhosa women that said like wena would say or mama to printer I got to know them from Kontu. So when we got out go strating, I don't know we are Are gang, we brothers. So I had friends like that would say so if you wanna try to do something, it's most likely not gonna work. So my experience in school was good. I was an academy J.
Yeah.
I was just a lot of I'm sure if my teachers knew where I was now, they're like, wow, we thought
you'll be nah, but it's life. That's what
but I'm not even shaken with that shit.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
my guy, as long as you can balance your life.
Yeah, I lived in
an
an era, bro, where being librarian of the year and being a matriculant meant something. You had to take a picture of your matric J's.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, it doesn't mean shit anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't. People are just the dropouts. There's a cousin of mine, he told me the Indiana grade 1. Jackie's the reason why the Kichaba school. In fact, that influence got me even in high school, and I didn't realize. I realized now, but this guy, that thing out in the Khono Dodge, high. I understand that it's still in me now, even in high school, and then I in school. But then that guy, he dropped. I didn't grade. He didn't get to grade 11 or 12. I don't think. He's okay, man. When you see him on social media, he's driving. He drove before me. Everything is okay with the guy. And I'm like, yo, why did I waste so much time?
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
So, Prince, please take us back. I was about to say that day, the misters, because how it
is.
Ooh, how it's like, okay, I
Yeah.
see, you call each other Mang,
Yeah.
But I think this one is gonna probably be Prince until my
yeah, he said that Hannah's street name,
exactly.
no title on
You
it,
understand.
he's just Prince.
Exactly. So please, Prince, if you can just tell us. I mean, you talked about King Mangwe. Is it Mangwe?
No.
Koshimampuru. Yes, you talked about Koshimampuru.
Yeah.
So now I want us to
to
get into how did it get there. But before you tell us how it really got there, tell us the foundation. Where did it start? Because I believe it starts small.
For real.
Where did it start? Those build-ups, those small build-ups.
Now, as I've said, when the streets father you, when everyone can use you.
Yeah.
As I've said,
hey.
Yeah.
when everyone can use you, you just become everyone's utility.
Yeah.
They can take you.
They had all the access.
You know, they tell you. I was stealing before I knew it was.
Where were you stealing it?
There was. Sorry.
No, he said
yes,
he's live.
Oh yeah, it was not for that.
Oh.
If they have footage, they can come for me. But
Yeah.
but I definitely know they don't.
So wait, you.
So you would go there,
Uh-huh.
instructed by someone, just tell you, like say, go there, you know, make sure you look clean. That's all.
Yeah.
Make sure you look clean. They buy you food. You
Yeah.
don't have to be. Sashaba dijo tsa batho fika na.
Uh-huh.
It was cool. Once again, Talwanyana. Say 150 gig. Then I go kai. Just clean. Chigachi. Shop was organa was so. Now security and so. Now so much so. If you can't out any. You don't say a little amount of this amount. I've stole things. Popular one time when the local board and I was young, very young, and they gave me KFC the baguette. And these niggas had 13,000 with them. Now I had that on my hand and I gave it to them. And I was like, but it was, you're a kid. I wanna tawa. What do you care
Oh,
about?
you were still a minor.
Yeah, also I know we sat down in small morning.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mobile Batunyana. But we sat there.
So, but like they were paying you, got drinks and food, no
Yeah,
money.
and the protection.
The protection.
Oh.
Hence I said you couldn't.
Yeah, that's why you say you
couldn't touch
you wouldn't get caught.
Maybe
So
now
well.
niggas can touch me.
Yeah.
But then, like,
Yeah.
they knew what the princes like.
Nah.
Don't even know. You see, bro. You see. Like.
So these people are the people that you know, like people that
Yeah.
are
they're just-
around.
and those random people, not to say they were all teaching me these things, they would often stop you and tell you that scared I didn't tell. Why you not going there?
Yeah.
It's just for them, it's a bug, bro.
Yeah, it was
And
a business,
no
but they saw an
But
opportunity.
when you speak to them, you're fixing their computers, you're like, you know,
Yeah.
then you talk to them, you get the problem fixed. He sees, you know, this potential. Even gangsters see potential.
Yeah.
And when they say those things, it was always
So those actually were.
not very just go on with people telling me if you quit school, I'll stab you.
Is it?
Yeah, if you quit school, I'll shoot you. If you quit school, and
Do you think that's what pushed you to finish?
No.
He
My
was-
my father's last words.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
my
I-
dad always told me, "What's up?"
Yeah.
And I don't like working.
Like
I
hard
don't
labor.
like that shit. You
no.
can do it today, tomorrow, I'm angry at you.
Yeah.
Is it?
Never come into your house. I love flying.
Like hard labor.
Don't make me
no.
fly meat. I don't like that shit.
That was
So he been there and then he saw that and he was like, you know what? Since you're like this, you need to utilize your mind. So, if you wanna work well.
Use your mind.
Yeah, let me alone. And where I work now, I tell you, I use my mind. Let me alone.
Can I just take a moment and close the door, please?
you were blessed, but your blessings came in a hard way. I would say that almost all your life you had more tough life. Even the one that came soft, but it had so much pressure, or it was pushing you to want to do better at some things. Although you were in a space where it could have created something different.
Yeah. For me, that's why I'm having even my tattoos.
Yeah.
Because I legit want to start my life over. I'm not even crazy about that.
Yeah. Wanna rewrite your story.
Yeah, it's so many things. Like I think maybe this thing. For me, I came here because I know this will be forever. My daughter can always come back here and get my interview. This is why I was so eager to come here. Because you never get platforms to say these kind of things. And who are you?
Exactly.
You need to do something before you get on a podcast.
Exactly.
Like for me,
Yeah. So this is what I want to say on a podcast. That, you know, a podcast, this one is short in 1 hour, might be edited, some of the information might be removed, so you might find out maybe it's like 40 minutes, maybe. So he may not be able to tell us everything, but I believe myself that his story deserves to be in a book. So if you are a publisher, I think you might have a good thing with print, but not exploitation, guys.
So are you saying that right now we are challenging Chris to go write a book?
Yeah, never. If you don't write a book, never talk to us.
Please.
We're actually talking about that.
Yeah.
I think it was like 4 years ago. My classmate actually approached me with regards to writing a book and stuff. And I was just not in that place. Like, the creative juices were not flowing.
Yeah.
But now I feel like, especially after next year, I'm just planning on going on those, no food, nothing, just looking after my body, those things. But for me, even with my book will be my focus. I just don't want to do a book. I want to do something like this, but not similar to this. I want to get to the side that people don't want to. I want to talk to a rapist and figure out why he did that shit.
Yeah.
I want to know why kids break into old women's homes and do these things.
Okay.
Like right now you are telling us about what you have named, and I think you have something so good going on there, and also we're gonna go back to what your father said. For it, this must work since this doesn't work.
Yeah.
So can we backtrack to you being used to steal these things? Please tell me, what was the largest amount, the hugest amount you ever had to take and give someone else while you were using
it's an item that cost over that.
Yes. What was the highest?
Yeah!
Wait, where are you getting the transformers?
I met this guy. I met this guy and he told me kid. And it was, I think, a long time ago.
Yeah.
But he was like, kid,
they use this thing out your hand. You won't get it.
Yeah. So,
but they will cause you problems.
Yeah, when he said, that's why I was so fearless. That I was like, the cousin choke. And when we went there, I remember we were cars. It was like,
don't mention the places where you took them.
No,
I would never.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when we came back, out of our cars, it was just, people looked at us different, and I knew what. Like it was, I can't exactly know, but much dark and one child, like now that we're older. Like one child, I want to try and say, exactly which one now, I'm sorry. So I don't know. I don't know one country, how invested, Even now, we're not cool with that nigga. Because he's the one
transform and not get all.
No. They mustn't come and act all holy. We are an inside man. The security officers.
Oh my goodness.
They help us grow. So if they're gonna come for someone, they must start an antenna.
Wait, this one takes us to so you are saying the people knew already when they saw you in that car.
No, besides, it's like this, man. You get called to a place, and okay, this is the transformer you're gonna get, or this and this you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So already there's people that know that you can even see them, because this is normal for you guys. Just look at someone any signal they give you, okay, I'm going in now. And we did those things, and there were a lot of us, and we did those things. We were hungry. We had nowhere to go. Like no one was at home.
But there's something you haven't really told us. The streets raised you. Didn't you have a home? Didn't you have a place where your father was like, this is your home?
I did. and then, but after he passed, I couldn't stay there. Remember,
Yeah, all those ladies,
that
they chased you out.
yeah, like those
the
things.
treatment, yeah.
I know the admiration and love you get from these people. You like you weigh them.
Mm.
Like lava key free. They put in names. They don't have knowledge.
But you're free.
They're not.
And the old fridge had keys, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I like these new fridges. I'm like, so serious.
Yeah.
You know, and they will do these things and make me seem to be the problem.
Yeah.
Until I found it became a problem. That's why I have such a detest for people that, you know, gender equality and stuff. I don't like talking about it because I can go 100 days talking about that shit. Look at what they do in schools. They give pads to work with girls, you know, young kids. What does that say to the boy child? Until he stabs someone, alimkaya attention. The only attention they get is from SAPS.
Yeah.
And someone saying go sharper or my CPF nobody to open it. And it's profound. Like it's actually the hotel more in fact adisha and the woman and no one is asking these kids, how can we help? Because they all have their heads like this. They all, I can say, but it didn't put yourself cool because I know, but wow, and I know they're not about that life. You know, that's why sometimes I tell, there was this kid like Nazarene, and I told him, like, put it down. You know, that thing is just gonna hurt you, my guy. Because one car was sure, but are you gonna kill me? Are you prepared to do that? Like, there's kids that won't do that, but want you to think they can do that.
Yeah.
Because they're scared from home. They don't have no one. And when I'm sure as the kids, I understand. That's all there is to that boy. And also, and that's what, yeah. That's all we say. What they hang, So we say it after, and I see it in the process. And I try sometimes, not 20 years but I try sometimes, I try.
So you mentioned the rehab. What rehabilitation have you got?
Firstly, I went to like a rehab center. I won't mention the name.
Yeah.
So, like, this other nigga told me I smelled bad.
So were you there because you were
I was, and I knew I needed that place, but it was not until this nigga said, I was like, fuck.
Damn it. Why would someone?
Fuck. I have good friends, but it's still my nigga. I didn't know. I don't. My friend won't beat. If you wanna fight,
but I would have made one of those good friends.
You know,
yeah.
You were saying it. Remember before this.
What did I say?
That no, it was not you. It was that friend of mine.
Yeah.
Everything about her life.
But that one thing.
But it was just that one because I didn't want to break her confidence in terms of her career because I saw the love she had for. And not that she's bad. When she's with good producers, that's something good.
No, but also, like, being honest, it cuts someone from wasting their time, you know.
Yeah,
you could waste, you can tell someone, no, you're good at this rapping thing. Can't they, like, dollar, if this person could shift their focus and be a radio presenter, they would, like, do something else. I understand.
Yeah, and I end up saying, just change the genre. Don't act like a vocalist. Do not. Because, everybody, when they sing now, that's why if you watch the idols, they would, so everyone who's singing there, they would want to sing Adele, John Legend, or Rusinova. Because they believe they can all hit the high notes and so and all those things we get impressed. And not everybody can do that. But you can still do music even if you can't do those things.
Yeah. So back to you, Nate, before we deep dive into the rehabilitation thing. we were still on the I'm gonna say mountain. I don't know why.
I don't say
Mamburu.
Mamburu.
Koshi Mamburu.
Yeah, I never answered that.
Koshi Mamburu ne. You were still like telling us, so this one, just say a yes or a no, please,
Yeah.
because I know if you answer, you're just gonna, you know. So you would climb those poles and go take out the transformer, like literally.
No. Those guys that do that, you have to pick it up, make sure it's gone.
Oh, when you are there to pick it
I'm not gonna
up.
touch the transformer.
So when you get there already, it's on the floor.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. What it's called.
Like
Cops are involved.
Now we know. Now we know.
It's not even something I'm scared
allegedly, please, allegedly.
Okay,
But not all of them, because
Thank
the minister said they are bad cops, they are good cops, and they will always be like that. So let's appreciate the good work.
No comment. I'm scared, man.
Let's appreciate. So I think Vele, and I believe it's very hard, guys. Honestly speaking, I believe it's very hard to be a policeman in our era and with good intention, and you find out when another person they're always pairing you with for shifts or going to to operate as someone who's doing things that are like that. Because when you go there and even if you just try to reprimand the person, you find they get you in trouble. You understand? Because if he's a cop, he's benefiting from crime. And when you are a cop and you're like, I'm doing it because I love it and I want to do things right, but you are with this guy, you are a threat to him. His way of doing things, he's going to get you out. And he's not going to get you out himself. The very same people who go and benefit them criminal activity, they're going to come after you.
Back to
so sometimes, for real, man. Now, I don't blame them, Prince. That's what I'm saying.
Now, I have friends that are cops, but I know there's good cops.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, majority.
I don't really call you the SAPS.
So, I no comment. So, Prince, tell us to an event, because you're saying you've been doing the shoplifting thing. Wait, you mentioned the drug things, isn't it?
Yeah, but those
how did that one go about?
Hey, those ones I can't really dive into.
Fine.
But they were just like moving,
And
they still do it, Namaj.
And you were the face.
They do it. Like if you have like a nice face,
Yeah.
or you look innocent.
Yeah.
You see who they catch at the airport again?
Exactly.
It's just a student. How?
And you are like, how? You look so
Student
pretty.
last year. What would you risk?
Yeah.
And cause out maybe they can't pay for their last year. Maybe this guy's been paying for all these years.
Exactly.
So not ours, but what's line. So it's when those guys come, they don't come nicely. They don't ask you to be part of those things. They make you be part of it.
They command you, basically.
Yeah, they twist your hand.
So please tell us about an event that led you to get arrested.
It's basically me being at home, in short. So after my dad's passing, just my stepmother I was just too irritated with me, I would say. And I won't say like I was just the perfect kid, but I've seen worse kids. And looking at it now and just self what and all, but I really don't think I wasn't on drugs, I wasn't getting high, I wasn't drinking, but she always made it seem like I was and I could feel that it's probably because I'm not her son, and it always made me till I moved from home. When I moved from home, I had the freedom to do all these things that I couldn't do at home.
Oh, yeah.
And I stayed away until I had a place of my own. I stayed away till now. I legit said
so
I'm on my own.
How did
contravention of protection order. That's what I was.
Yeah.
I was made to sign a protection order. I think I was doing EMS when I signed a protection order.
What was
I
that
couldn't
for?
read that shit like in full because you know how cops are. They're very intimidating. Like Sinamo. What Twenya?
What was
Twenya mama, you know.
Oh.
And women, I tell you now, elderly women are being abused and killed and raped.
Yeah.
I won't say they are not. Women in general are being abused, killed and raped and sold.
Yeah.
Even kids. But there's also this growing number of women that use SAPS and these idiots that SAPS hire for their own purposes. But I tell you now, women will have an argument with a guy for nothing. Like, hey, what we're in, and you shove the guy, he shoves you back, and it's in front of your friends, you feel embarrassed. And I'm telling you about something I saw. This is what I saw.
Yeah.
And then she felt embarrassed and said, upon her standing up, and that guy was arrested. And mind you, that guy pays rent. So she finally, the Savannah got out of the system.
And that's where she
started
thinking.
searching for mayonnaise. She couldn't find mayonnaise.
So
she looked for Jack. Jack wasn't there.
Oh my
She's
God.
like, I want to drop the charges. So I have a daughter. And I empathize with women and what we men put them through. And it's just not us. I want to also rectify that. Why is it
Exactly.
Why is it why would you say so? This thing, they attack each other more than we attack them.
Forgive me again. As an activist, understanding from the point the Prince I raised in regard to women now weaponizing being victims. You understand? So we understand, and I quote, I understand there are so many women being killed and raped, and so many women that are being sold, including children. Right. There's a group, certain group, that would take that and weaponize it. So let's also think of how many men are in prison who have done nothing at all. A man who was slapped hard or punched in the nose by a woman, and then he pushed the woman, she fell. Whatsoever that happened, and then he got into prison. Think of a guy who took a girl from the club. He's been buying, and he said, the girl literally agreed. Yes, consented. If you buy me 12 or you buy me 24, me and my friends, I'm gonna go with you. In the morning, the agreement was that, right? In the morning, she's like, Kukupa 5,000 because you slept with me. But we had an agreement of I'm buying Kitamalwe. What did you think? No. But now, okay, and how would it before like into that? Or what's that after? So many men who are victims, and we are not promoting gender-based violence. Understand me clear. But basadi weaponize this thing. You make it really it happened. Musadi can need to like victim. And we doubt that person, and that person is a victim because of you who are actually weaponizing. It's not astering from what. Yeah.
So you signed that. What do you call it?
Sorry.
What did you sign? What did you sign?
Protection order.
Protection order.
And
then after signing the protection order,
I didn't understand.
What was written?
Even now, I don't.
And then
I've never read that. They sign a E. I'm bad laugh about it. So.
And then after signing, what happened?
After I signed, after like 1 month, they came back, said I had done something. If I do it again, I'm like, what? I'm just living in this house.
Yeah,
I think that even with my peers, a lot of them didn't really, fuck with me or antome because they thought. And I was just this guy trying to read and get through school.
Did you finish school?
Yeah, great.
Okay. So take us to the day where they came and they were like, we are taking.
after my matric dance, I heard that like my some batla, and it was all because my matric outfit was in the house. My stepmom, my mom, locked the house, so I knew this way of getting in the house. The sliding door had a hook, so I could just put my okapi there and hit the hook.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Matric dance with okapi, guys.
And then you opened.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you went in.
You were not stealing.
Yeah, when I won, the cracky, the cops are now looking for me. I was like, I'm out of this place.
And then
Limpopo. So scared. So easy.
yeah.
I wasn't about to.
Yeah.
So I ran. I was scared. I was waiting for my matric results. I was just, my freedom was at stake. I was just going through a lot. Niggas are testing me. Niggas don't know me. I mean, I'm just doing more shit, cara. Then I had to run from that place and come back this side. Come and collect my matric statement.
Yeah.
As I'm coming out, niggas tell me, hey, cops by your place, no song.
Yeah,
I'm like, nah, I'm not going there. So one guy of mine told me Abasali. When I went back, I don't know Rexit, but it's fine. When I went back, I found them there. Yeah, and then I was arrested.
Did you try to run away?
No.
You just gave in.
No. I don't run. I thought about running, but Nekina was too young.
Yeah.
They took me there. And I remember just seeing Hoshimampur for the first time and thinking, why do we think we're clever?
Hey.
Wait.
Like, why do we think we're tough?
Yeah.
And it was just an uproar because they see us when we come in. Bomba or just email. And you guys are the new ones. You are the fresh meat. And they made it, you can see like they they were like monkeys going wild
for you guys.
Yeah, and I'm like, who the fuck did I think I was? And I thought about all the times I was tough. I wasn't feeling that. All I felt was like I had a tail between my legs. All I wanted to do was scream mommy and get the hell out of there. I would have said sorry to a lot of people at that time and made, I just wanted to be forgiven and I see this shit, but it's sharp. Let me go back. I'm gonna be a better person. It doesn't work like that. That's why I keep telling niggas, once you go in, it's really easy to go in. To come out, it's very hard. So I had to sit there for like months, and it wasn't fun. I saw niggas that I knew back hot in Lebanon who try to fuck me, like not literally, but this is jail, bro. There's some people that own us. And if they want to get to you, they want to use us. And
there's some guys who actually like being in there.
Yeah, one nigga just came
and now you smart, you know that you have potential outside.
I was crying every time I went to the shower. No, a lot of people won't say this. Majita and they come out basi sharp. They have the stress, they don't feel like men anymore because and I saw that shit. I was like, I'll break someone's thing, like. But I was always in caution, yay.
It's for Jojo, wow.
I remember I had dreadlocks. Yeah, I'll tell you about that just now. I had dreadlocks, man. And as I was walking in, they put tap when I thought it, put tap when I I call these guys, man, Like it's about 3 I'm catamaran, I saw my hair getting and there's this, like, we all look stupid now. There's this nigga cleaning there, learning all the threads. Now we all look stupid. I had to go cut threads for sending in where I saw the guys from Diepsloot. Because I couldn't ask for a razor from these guys, but people would. So they are da sharp. In fact, razor, uncutted, man. It's what all those things. Yeah, mama. This guy went as far as
spanking.
Yeah. I just eyed that nigga, make sure I know, you know. Me, I look for marks, Momo too. I look at your eyes, I look for something, you know,
Next time.
For the next time. So I went about my business. And later that night, I was in an off sale. Anyone who's been arrested will know an off sale. I believe it's as well.
Yeah.
It's a little you're just there for the time being. It's sharp, yeah. I would go and go on. Osa, Abasha. Loads of off sale with someone, because now you're literally a bitch, just roaming around looking for a place to stay. Unless you know people like that. For us, it was first time again.
Yeah.
And we had to just endure being looked at, being sized up, you know. And later, I remember in front of one, so I could that from a distance, I could see this nigga smashing one nigga. And I look at the transaction after. That nigga is okay with them, and he's taking cigarettes, and taking little packets of BP.
So it was transactional.
Yeah, it wasn't rape or anything.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately I was like, my niggas like, give me a phone.
So it's true there are guys who are selling.
It's not even true. It's very true.
So
the reality.
So was there a point? I mean, you mentioned that when you got in, there were people that you recognized from guys, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever, probably in those months that you stayed there, did you ever like felt like now I'm at home?
No, I never went to their cell. Here's the thing, I don't trust niggas from my hood.
So you literally went for strangers?
Yeah, like I trust strangers more than I trust my own family.
Just confirmed once again.
Blood.
Family
is the one you make yourself.
Yeah.
So you didn't even want to associate yourself with people?
The other nigga has a hole. I put a hole in him. You think he's gonna let it go? Cause now
and he played that side
even in jail, I'm food. I don't want to be looking at my bag. You know, I don't. I want to create my own. You know, I don't want you to say, I want to done it.
Or they might even sell information about you.
Like when I Toma, you know, Tago Pito didn't tell me the facts from start. Sure, Joe, when I'm
you wanted the build out.
Yeah. If you're gonna respect me, it mustn't be fake or if one tab, if you one come. Because there's a thin line between those things. Come for a little. People perceive them to be one thing,
and it's not.
If I fear you, I clap and I could easily overcome that fear. Or you could threaten my daughter. And I fear losing my daughter more than I fear you. So I'm gonna make alternatives and plans to make sure I catch you at your weekend. No one is the strongest every day. I don't care who you are. So if I respect you, I'm gonna talk to you. It will be a level of respect within the conversation. Even if I do anything, it will be with respect. So will I
with the respect.
Before we go into Tabaya Rehab and how you found yourself there, please just tell us. I cannot be talking about the good, the bad. Tell us to the day where you were like, today I'm released. I'm out of this place.
With that time. The mother of my child was there. My brother was there. If you're watching, dog, I'll never watch. I'll never look at you the same. Clement nale kwa sesi mahlatsi khofelo nale thing, you know. It was just nerve-wracking. I didn't know if I was gonna go out because by like must stop court high 3 just so they can give me free bail at the end. So they made it difficult. They didn't know where I was gonna live. I couldn't go back home. I had no family willing to take me in. So it was just the social workers really had to say, "Hey Joe, you don't want to get out of this cell if you don't have a place to stay. Just say you're gonna stay with anyone."
So you had counseling within the prison?
Not really counseling, but
okay, examination type.
Yeah,
of thing.
about Zoom, especially if you're still young.
Oh, alright.
It's not all bad in there, bro. Like it's bad because our family and was born. Yeah, but there's a reason why I get correctional service.
Yeah.
I tell you now, I went back to jail after that. I won't say it's really correct, but I'm scared of some things. I'll never tell someone, not
Yeah.
I know.
You're okay. So let's go to the rehab. Like, how did you get
this one is gonna go on another one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be just honest here.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not offending anyone. But after my separation between the mother of my child, mind you, the mother of my child and I have been together for like 9 years and something, man.
This is high school.
From high school. We had 3 years before we had a baby together. And I think we split before our baby turned 7. She's now turning 10. So when she left, she said some things that were really true. She said I was angry, I was a nuisance, I was emotionally abusive. And she was right. Because I had endured all these things that were happening to me, I was now normalizing it.
Yeah,
I thought I paid for everything, so
yeah.
Even when she said she misses a parent or something like that, I'm not there like that. You know, I just didn't become that boy. When she needed a man, I was a boy. To put it in short, without wasting.
I'm being rehabilitated myself.
Now, when sometimes you're just a boy, you have to accept. You don't want to go finish. Don't. Yeah. So after that, me, she was my life. She was everything. Like would like legit like the Christmas. I don't like Christmas. I don't like my birthdays. I've been alone most of the time during those days. Yeah. So I was always with her and her family. So when we separated, it was just back to start. So now I was just not, it was hard. Now I was starting when I did drugs. Now I have money. Now I'm older. People are saying, yes, in Ghana, we think they're crying, but I'm not there.
I was with you the other day when we witnessed the bag of drugs. Yeah, I still remember. And I was scared because, I would see some drugs. I've been working with a lot of, politicians, people influence, but they never really came with drugs in such amount. And that guy was just free.
Yeah.
He was free, showing us, I got this stuff and I'm going to give to someone. Like, too much and it's just like that. Yeah, in our country now,
it's about 200,000. I know it's all.
It's perfect.
So when they introduced me to, no one introduced me to it. I had always known that reintroduced me,
Yeah.
saying, okay, now this can help you in this way. I was just hurt, and I had lost the one person, regret. And I had this, this inside me, I had this thing, and it won't be like my dad. I won't have multiple kids with multiple partners. I just wanted to just be there for Wanak and be a father to Wanak. I just wanted to be sharp. As I told you, and when we separated, it just took its toll on me. I didn't look for work. I was just angry. I took drugs. You know, I was so, I could hide it easy. I even spoke about drugs while killing hard. Niggas shouldn't do drugs. No, that's how I know some people are fake. That's why no one can tell me. And I'm like, nah, I've heard this one before. I've done this shit before.
Yeah. So who encouraged you? I mean, you are saying now that there were situations that encouraged you to go that route, the drugs and whatnot, and also you were on the streets. I mean, when you're on the streets, you're exposed to everything. Let me just say, a lot of things. And for you to like think of, let me go to rehab and cleanse myself.
Yeah. Leslie Dawana, he didn't know. I'm sure when he sees this, he'll like, huh? I'm telling you now, I'm here to let everything out. So he didn't know. He just told me, dog, like, fuck, dog, just now about you, dog. What the fuck is going on? Anytime, dog, anytime. I know you gotta cheat, boy. Anytime, dog. Only be a soul, anytime. And with him treating me, you know, and the mother of my child said, like, she came and we weren't together anymore. She said, like, why are you being a loser?
Yes,
you're not a loser. Why you like and immediately, you know, when you say me, I come back. So in short, those two people, Leslie Dawana Funananindo, the mother of my child and my best friend, like that. In short, it was just the two. They don't even know.
I love you.
And I don't.
Very amazing.
And I haven't called them like in 3 months. Sure. We work in the same company.
And you okay after, like?
You know, my best friend found me with like pills. And I could see he thought he knew what I was, but he didn't say it. He wouldn't entertain it, and he only told me like, life is precious, Prince, and you don't want to fuck with that. Yeah. So I knew he knew some things. I don't know about the drug issue, but he just seemed like he knew, and all the things he was saying was like, get off your ass and fit. Like,
so you went to rehab. Once you tell us when you came back from rehab.
When I came back, I got a job in a rehab. So I went to rehab. I did my stint. Past Hamas and stuff.
Yeah.
I did my stint there. No one knew a lot. I claimed I was in Tembisa to a lot of people. So I don't like my location.
Yeah.
I live like James Bond. So when I came back, I had anxiety. I was hurt. Like, I'm seeing someone it's now niggas are saying, should we handle it? And go rehab and I'm attending anger management now. Africa Tekun Koses Margaret, shout out to her.
That woman is amazing. Amazing. I run to her every time when I see kids who are involved.
She saves lives. If it wasn't for
what's
Margaret,
her name again? Please give
House Margaret.
House Margaret.
House Margaret, we love
from
you.
360 Africa. She's
so
an amazing woman.
After I spoke to her, even after a couple of sessions, I'm okay. Because I'm like, I'm okay. I didn't even want to hurt niggas anymore. Like, I'm sharp. But you know, the fact later and you go back there, then you know. But yeah, now you know, everything. It was just it's what took me there. And when I went for anxiety classes, like where they teach you to deal with anxiety, I got a job at a coffee shop. Then I got a job. Like I was mopping floors, cleaning dishes. Then I got my friend Leslie a job there. We started it was a rehab center. Then we got to meet cops that were into drugs, alcohol, and when we talk to those people, you get rehabilitated too, because so now I just got and even today, if you take drugs, I'm never speaking to you again, because I don't want to be in a position where I feel sad and I'm like, give me some.
Nah, just write a book, and then if you don't write a book, don't care about your podcast, but the book, I want it. I'll buy it. I'll be your first buy. I promise you. Sure. So, Lindelani, we've pushed.
Yeah, we've pushed. I think, honestly, that I think I still have a lot of questions that I want to ask Prince.
Those ones will get them in a book.
But I think, and also, before I ask what I want to ask him, do you have any other question for him?
What would you say to a boy child who has experienced, neglect from their family, and then they decided to venture into criminal life or life of crime? And what can you just say to that boy?
Was like you're saying, what can I say to a younger version of myself?
Yes.
But okay, if I could, I would say, pray, learn how to pray. Just learn how to pray and don't believe every negative thing. If it's one thing, don't believe every negative thing people say about you. And everything that's negative is going to be good for you in the future. They told me I was speaking out of tone. They told me I was trying to be white. They told me, the same niggas called me when they had interviewed. Hey,
for real, my dear. Papa, but that really message, but that is quite like what you said.
So Prince, I think this is not my last question. I still have another one after this one. But you've told us about the things that you've went through. You've taken us through your childhood to your early, I could say, young days.
Yeah.
So right now, as you can see, he looks so clean, and you don't have to tell us where you're working, but you can just tell us where you are in life mentally, physically, it's evident. Maybe also, I don't know, working if there's a way. You can tell us which state are you in, and also with family. I think if there's anything that I've picked up is that you have a good relationship with your daughter, right?
Yeah.
So please just tell us which state are you in, financially.
I'm trying to keep it. Well, work-wise, I don't mind telling you where I work. I work for a security firm.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it there. But it's a very good firm, and it's just enabled me to know a lot of things. In my field, I wouldn't say I'm the best, but I would say I'm working with the best. Yeah. So it's just kept me vigilant with a lot of things. I'm paranoid because of that job. But yeah, that's why I am. Mindset, I'm paranoid. I'm anxious. I want to be more. Envy is not a good thing, but I envy a lot of things. And not in a bad way. I want to just get them for myself. And with regards to my daughter, this one, yeah.
Oh, you love your daughter.
That one, no. I love my daughter. I don't like her lately. She's become this mini woman that finishes my money. But besides that, she's someone I can talk to with regards to anything. And she'll even ask me, Dad, why are you crying? The only person who will tell you my dad cries is my daughter. So Rehab, she'll tell me. Right now, I can't kill me. So anything is speaking. So I get into beefs. If you're not talking to my daughter, I'm not talking to that child. When we buy chips, I'm not giving that child. That's how
deep it is. It's so deep.
If I'm not there to pick her up in the morning for school, right now I'm at a point where I'm literally fighting for my daughter's attention and love and love. I know I don't need to, but if she's from her mother's place and they're with the boyfriend and all, she's a little sister now. So I always ask her, what did you guys do? I don't care what's the budget. I'm doubling
it.
So you want your child to love you even more. So Prince, the world stops everyone is listening to you right now, what would you tell them about this word, Diepsloot? I think in short, with your experience, the good and the bad, what would you like everyone that's watching right now or listening about Diepsloot?
Okay, I'm gonna be talking to Diepsloot people. But first, I'm like, I'm trying to normalize it. You know, to start and say, if it's one thing, I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna raha or dad. You say why? Marakawana everything. The fella everything. I'm born like a Spanish, I'm sugar like a Spanish, they are called, we say such, baby mama kaya say why who was get it matata. So all I'm saying to everyone, especially Rona Machi, like we have so much power, and someone, I don't know who, has told us that we don't. We have so much power. More than no one. Women have as much power as they have. As I think number one. We have some, like, if you can kill someone, why not use it to build something? Why not use that strength? If you can punch someone, be a boxer. Be the next Tank. Be the next Crawford. Be the next Mzonchon. I'm going to professional. I'm going to get the bugs, get yourself a home, and normalize this thing, yeah. Like the likes of Lalas, who haven't stabbed anyone, who haven't lived this life that we live. Like as role models, I feel like they put them aside and think, because when you're so just that's the message. It's just don't normalize things that really born out that's all.
Prince, thank you so much for coming to the show.
Sure.
And it's a wrap just like that. Thank you for watching. And from me and Lalas, boom, 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 boom.